friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw News Brief. And we'll keep it brief today, Larson.
Yeah.
Because we got kind of one silly story and one kind of confusing story.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit. Anyways, let's kick things off with we had in the thumbnail there. So the man who dubbed himself the man after being the man, Ric Flair, is apparently taking issue with WWE calling someone else the man without paying the man.
What?
The Nature Boy spoke to TMZ about his brewing beef with WWE and why he's looking to trademark the phrase "the man" that Becky Lynch has been employing over the last year or so, wonderfully too. This is straight from TMZ.
Ooh, it's juicy if it's TMZ.
Sure. Quote, Rick tells TMZ Sports he was trying to work out an amicable private agreement with WWE where they would pay him to allow Becky to continue to use the name, but WWE blew him off.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Rick says he escalated the situation to WWE executive Triple H.
That was his best friend.
Yeah, they're friends.
Nice.
But they still couldn't reach an agreement. So on August 26th, he filed an application with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to own the term, the man, specifically as it relates to pro wrestling. Now, Rick says the WWE is pissed at him, light profanity, for making the move, and it's caused a rift between himself and his daughter, Charlotte Flair.
Aww.
You know, she's a WWE, she wrestles too.
Yeah.
And she probably heard that. She's friends with Becky.
She's like best friends with Becky.
I know, and she probably heard that. It's like, Dad, you're being ridiculous.
Probably.
Now,
Yes.
Flair has owned the trademark to the phrase, to be the man, you got to beat the man since 1981. So that's his. If you put that on anything, you got to, like on a shirt, you owe Ric Flair money.
Let me ask you something. How many Ric Flair shirts are there out there that has just the man and his face on it?
I can't think of any.
I can't think of
At
one.
least not officially licensed. Maybe some stuff on Redbubble.
Like
T-Public.
Is Bret Hart gonna trademark the phrase "the best"?
No, it'd be like him trying to trademark the word hitman.
Well, that actually makes sense because Bret Hitman Hart.
Sorry.
Okay,
Here, let me back up a little bit.
His phrase is the best there is.
Yes.
The best there was. The best there ever will be. That's like him calling himself Bret the Best Hart.
Yeah,
which he doesn't do.
I meant to say that's like Bret trying to trademark the phrase "hitman" outside of wrestling. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but even that would make somewhat. Let's say he wanted to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Hitman.
But that'd still be involved in wrestling and podcast services.
Okay, sure,
yeah. Specific thing. But like if he wanted to charge the was it IO Interactive, whoever makes the Hitman series of video games.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to go after them for money.
Yeah. I could see, here's the thing though, even with that, I could see the courts saying, well, you did ply your trade under this name in popular culture. There could be some possible confusion.
The term hitman existed. Well, we're not trademark intellectual property lawyer here, so we're probably way above our pay grade.
But here's the thing. The man, he never even used the man beyond that very specific phrase, which is a very vague thing in the first place.
Get back to the hitman example is the term hitman existed long before Bret Hart ever wrestled.
Absolutely.
And will continue to be a thing long after.
But this is so much more vague
than that. It's a broad thing.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So where was I? So why does he want to trademark the man now? Of course, it all comes down to money. This is what TMZ has to say about that. Rick says that if the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office grants the trademarks, he'll happily let Becky use it as long as WWE pays him because I want to take care of my family. And if he doesn't get paid, Rick says he's willing to explore legal options to force WWE's hands.
One thing I love about this is I want it to take care of my family. He is a self-admitted burner through money guy. Like he burns through money like nobody else. So really he wants to take care of his lavish lifestyle, which is fine. If he has legal grounds to do so, spend your money however you want.
Yes, exactly.
I am not surprised that WWE would just laugh this off.
Let me ask you something.
Man, get out of here.
Was Ric Flair the first Nature Boy?
No! And the Nature Boy is a far more very specific thing that he literally just, maybe he did. I've never heard of this, but did he give Buddy Rogers any of the money that he saw from using the term, from literally ripping his gimmick off?
I'd be surprised.
Probably not. Maybe he did, and in which case I'm happy.
In which case, hats off to Ric Flair. If
exactly.
He were to do that.
Don't know if he did. But I can, like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did Hulk Hogan call himself the man? Everybody calls himself the man. In Becky Lynch's case, it is a very specific thing germane to her, like that she's turning the whole. It's, oh my goodness.
It's pretty ridiculous,
gracious.
yes. Anyways, let's talk something else that's kind of confusing. NXT on USA seemed pretty cut and dry. September 18th, we're getting NXT on USA, 2 hours live NXT goodness. Not so fast. It's from PW Insider. They have, quote, exclusively confirmed with WWE sources that the September 18th and September 25th episodes of WWE NXT will air live from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern.
Hold on.
That's only 1 hour.
That's a single hour.
On USA Network from Full Sail Live. The second hour of these episodes will air live on the WWE Network. So 1 hour on USA, another hour on the WWE Network.
I looked up the schedule because they have the schedule on USA Network.
It's because Suits.
But it's like it's Suits sneak peek.
I think this, like, my guess is, I think the finale is the 25th, like the series finale.
Oh.
And so maybe they have a clip show the previous week to get you ready to recap all the storylines.
But they also have one this coming on the 11th. How many Suits sneak peeks do we need?
It's been on for a while, I'll tell you, man. Anyway, starting Wednesday, October 2nd, that's when NXT will start airing in its entirety for 2 hours.
Something else happening on?
Yeah, it's AEW, man. They start TV then. In its entirety on USA Network.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Corner Wrestle's on here. Suits. Airing final 2 episodes. That's great. That's cool. This might actually be sort of a half experiment for WWE too. If they're going to be when they start airing
in the water,
when they start airing SmackDown on Fox, if they want to use that third hour for some kind of third hour of SmackDown, be it less important dark match type things, or as you've suggested, which I think is a great idea, a talking smack like a studio show / let's go back to the ring and get some more matches type situation. Maybe it'll be that. Because I don't think they're going to be doing 205s on Friday nights. I just don't. I get the feeling they're probably going to go to NXT or something. So yeah, hey, Suits is pretty. Probably there are fans of Suits out there.
Obviously, and it's been on USA for a number of years. So
yeah.
It should get the send off that USA is contractually obligated to give them.
Oh sure.
So you can't say, oh, sorry, Suits, you got to change your day or time to get this other thing going here.
I mean, let's face it, the real Wednesday Night Wars. Wait a second. Hold on a second, though. When is the Roderick Strong Velveteen Dream match not going to main event on USA? Is he going to main event the first hour, and then the second hour is going to be like scrub matches?
Well, I would think.
Do everything backwards?
I would think. Yeah, they might. It might be the pay-per-view you went to here where the main event opened the show.
Oh, yeah. That could be. Hey, I mean, that's a strong way to open on USA as a takeover level match between Velveteen Dream and Roderick Strong.
The North American title.
This is the kind of action you can expect.
And then you have the main event, and you can have the women's triple threat match.
Oh yeah, that could be the situation. Well, this is a weird thing. Pro wrestling is weird, man.
Yeah,
we're straying into some very strange waters right now, man. Larson, what do we have coming up on tomorrow's news podcast?
We're going to talk about creative upheaval in WWE Creative because apparently it is ongoing. And it's a lot of changes going.
There are some interesting. I won't spoil it. There are some interesting things happening on the creative side of WWE. Writers being brought in. Some Bischoff stuff. Oh, look at that! You got the Bret Hart trademark there.
Yeah.
When did that go? Oh,
but it's only for Bret Hitman Hart. It's not for just Hitman.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Is it specific? I wonder to. Oh no, this is for everything.
That's for everything. Look at that. Goods and services, headbands, sweatbands, Halloween and masquerade costumes, caps.
See, but he couldn't do this broad of a trademark for just Hitman.
Yeah. No, you're right
about
that.
Be able to do it maybe probably for wrestling purposes.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing there's probably other Hitmans or wrestlers named Hitman before Bret Hart.
You think there are other? There have been other wrestlers
that use the name Hitman? I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, yeah. I mean, wrestling had been around for like not 100 years, but
a while prior to Bret Hart being around. Certainly, he's the most famous Hitman. Obviously,
pro wrestlers Hitman. I don't know. He might be the only one, man. You're not gonna. You have to be very specific. You got to call up Jim Cornette and say, "Hey,
yeah, I need
Dave
or
Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer. I need a list of every other wrestler who used
Has
the
anybody
nickname
ever? I mean,
Hitman.
when did the term hitman? Actually, maybe not. I mean, when did the term hitman? When was it coined?
I don't know.
Word hitman.
I'm getting off on a huge tangent here.
Etymology.
I know it's supposed to be a news brief.
Etymology. Kind of curious about this now. Let's see. Hired assassin. According to this, it was 1970. According to this, 1970. I'm pretty sure there was only one Bret Hitman Hart.
Well, I'm sure there's only one.
One Hitman wrestler.
I don't know, man. I'd be surprised if there wasn't at least another.
Well, you do your research. Maybe
I'm gonna look into it. I'll get back to you. We'll talk about more on the Friday news show tomorrow morning.
There's a good tease for you. Anyways,
There you
thanks so
go.
much for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.